Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested. Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So 28-year-old Ohio resident Robert Lyon should have listened to his gut instincts. When Lyon's friend, Dustin Thompson, texted him about the trip to D.C., Lyon said he wasn't sure he wanted to go. He replied that he was, quote, tired and broke. And he and Thompson were on probation at the time also for trespassing in a park in June of 2020. Nevertheless, Thompson convinced him to go. So initially, Lyon stayed outside. Only Thompson entered the building. When Thompson came out, he was carrying a stolen bottle of bourbon, and he convinced Lyon once again to follow him. So the two of them went back into the Capitol. They entered the Senate parliamentarian's office, which is where Thompson had been before. This time, Thompson stole a coat rack before he and Lyon then left the building again. Once they got outside, Thompson left the coat rack with Lyon, and then he went back to the Capitol, presumably to try to go in for a third time. And while Thompson was off encouraging others to breach a set of Capitol doors, Lyons kept texting him repeatedly. He wrote, quote, "We need to get the fuck out with this trophy. I'm fighting people off. I'm about to get shot or arrested for this BS. People want it." And quote, "Some girl died already." But Thompson didn't seem too concerned. He replied, quote, "Leave it by the tree. Let's go. Going inside, sell it $500. And quote, "Was it Pelosi?" So the two men reunited sometime after that, but then they remained on the Capitol grounds until well after the curfew had been implemented by the DC mayor. Around 6 p.m., they were waiting for an Uber. This was on a street corner somewhere. They're waiting to be picked up, and it was near the Capitol. So Lyons and Thompson were approached by officers, and the two men started to walk away. Lyons and Thompson start to walk away. Thompson picks up the coat rack, and one of the officers recognized that, hey, that's government property. So he tells Thompson to drop it. So Thompson complied. He dropped the coat rack, and then he ran. He literally just ditched Lyon, left him with all of the evidence and the police. So the officers questioned Lyon. They found a stolen bottle of bourbon in his bag, which had been opened at that point, and Lyon denied entering the Capitol. So later that night, Thompson sends Lyon a video of himself inside the parliamentarian's office. This was the first time he went in. So Lyon replies to him, quote, "Maybe don't send incriminating shit to my phone, might get warranted or something, LOL." And then in the days that followed, Lyon texted another friend, and he was very concerned. He was blaming Thompson. He was very stressed out. He wrote, quote, "Sad part is I was trying to leave and no do dumb stuff the whole time, LOL. D seems not worried. Well, I'm a wreck. Luckily, I wasn't with Dustin for almost all of that. I kept telling him not to go in. I'm sick just thinking about the mistakes. Stomach in so many knots. Don't feel good. Diarrhea, LOL. Probably stress related. Been expecting FBI to call any minute, LOL. D is going to end up in prison, LOL. If I go to prison for BS, just know I loved you, my guy, LOL. I got anxiety like a mofo." So on January 11th, the FBI interviewed Lyon. He once again denied entering the Capitol. Lyon also claimed that he didn't see the stolen coat rack until Thompson exited the building. So he said, "I have no idea where it came from." Unfortunately, for him, as usual, they have the video evidence. They saw them together walking out with the coat rack. So Lyons was arrested on January 25th of last year. He was charged in a superseding indictment with obstructing an official proceeding, theft of government property, entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading in a Capitol. In March of this year, Lyons pleaded guilty to the theft and disorderly conduct in a restricted building charge. Based on the most serious of the 2 misdemeanors, he was facing up to 1 year in prison, 1 year of probation, and $100,000 in fines. The prosecutor, however, requested only 90 days in jail, 1 year of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. Lyon's attorney asked for a sentence of home detention and probation, and the attorney pointed out that Lyon is ashamed of his actions. He's deeply remorseful. He cited Lyon's text messages to his friends as evidence, which we could tell, yeah, the guy was sweating it pretty hard. I mean, doesn't say that he's remorseful, but yeah, he was worried. I couldn't locate any details about the sentencing hearing, but U.S. District Judge Reggie Walton presided over this case. He ended up sentencing Lyon to 40 days in jail, 1 year probation, and he ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine and $2,000 in restitution. So I just really hope this guy grows a pair of ovaries. He seems very easily manipulated by the men around him who are bullies. Trump, this Thompson guy. I mean, there's a pattern there. Do I think that he was remorseful after the fact? Yeah, I do. I think that, again, he should have followed his gut. I wish this judge had gone with the prosecutor's recommendation. I mean, this went beyond just walking in. He took part, even though he wasn't the one who stole this stuff, he took part in it. He was with this guy, clearly needs to get away from this guy and stop being friends with him. So that's on him. You're a grown-ass man. Figure it out. All right, guys, I'll let you know if I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate if you can. Greatly appreciate all of you. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.